The Sinaloa Cartel, once confined to Mexico, has extended its reach into America. Major cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York City are key hubs for their activities. The cartel also infiltrates smaller communities, exploiting vulnerabilities. This infiltration transforms communities into battlegrounds in the war on drugs. The cartel's presence brings violence, addiction, and social breakdown. Their blending into everyday life makes it challenging for law enforcement. It's about establishing a permanent presence within the United States. The opioid crisis ravaging America is inextricably linked to the Sinaloa Cartel. They are the primary source of heroin entering the United States, flooding the streets with a cheap and potent product. However, their role in the crisis has taken an even more sinister turn in recent years. The cartel recognized the growing demand for synthetic opioids like fentanyl. These drugs are cheaper to produce and even more addictive than heroin, offering the cartel a lucrative opportunity to expand their market share. What began as lacing heroin with fentanyl to increase its potency quickly escalated to trafficking fentanyl as a standalone product. The consequences of this shift have been devastating. Fentanyl is now the leading cause of overdose deaths in the United States, claiming tens of thousands of lives each year. The cartel's pursuit of profit has fueled an epidemic, leaving a trail of shattered families and devastated communities in its wake. Their control over the supply of these deadly substances makes them directly complicit in the suffering and death caused by the opioid epidemic. While they may not be the sole contributor to the crisis, their role is undeniable and demands a comprehensive response from law enforcement and public health officials alike. The Sinaloa Cartel's power lies in its sophisticated drug supply chain. They control every stage of the process. It begins with poppy cultivation in the Golden Triangle. Opium is processed into heroin in clandestine labs. Cocaine is sourced from Colombia. They work with Colombian traffickers to ensure supply. Cocaine is transported to the U.S. border using tunnels and drones. Fentanyl production is a new development. Fentanyl is synthetic, unlike heroin and cocaine. Chemicals come from China and India. Labs are hidden in residential areas. Decentralized production makes law enforcement difficult. The cartel's adaptability challenges authorities. The Sinaloa Cartel generates billions of dollars annually from its illicit activities. Managing and concealing this vast fortune is crucial for the cartel's survival. They employ a complex web of money laundering schemes to cleanse their ill-gotten gains and integrate them into the legitimate financial system. One common tactic is the use of shell companies. These businesses exist only on paper and have no real operations. The cartel uses them to create the illusion of legitimate income, funneling drug money through bank accounts and disguising its true origin. They also invest heavily in real estate, purchasing properties and businesses to launder money. Another method is trade-based money laundering. Cartel uses legitimate import-export businesses to move money across borders. They manipulate invoices, overvaluing or undervaluing goods to conceal the transfer of illicit funds. They have also shown a willingness to embrace new technologies, utilizing cryptocurrencies to transfer money anonymously and evade traditional banking regulations. Their ability to adapt to evolving financial regulations and exploit vulnerabilities in the global financial system makes it incredibly challenging for authorities to track and seize their assets. Effectively combating the Sinaloa Cartel requires a multi-pronged approach that targets not only their drug trafficking operations, but also their sophisticated financial infrastructure.